It's Tuesday the 4th of June, around about midday, and I'm about midway between Basildon and Southend. I haven't been able to video much this morning, as you've seen. In fact, the only things I've really videoed are the fact that it's raining. And you know what I'm like, I don't like videoing in the rain, but I'm afraid the walk has still got to be done. I can't hang about waiting for glorious days like yesterday as an example, and looking at the forecast for the rest of the week, it looks a little bit like it is today, where it changes fairly quickly. It was actually forecast rain this afternoon, but not this much. And this morning, when I was up quite early, it was a glorious morning. I did consider setting off then, but it was a little bit too early again. It was a bit like yesterday, where I was up about 4:30, simply because I did actually go to bed quite early last night. But having had a day like yesterday, where I walked 18 miles in the end, and there was all that running about and everything that went on, I have made good progress on average, if you understand what I mean. And while I've got this momentum and this enthusiasm, it's my intention to keep going as long as I possibly can. And I've sheltered in one or two bus shelters this morning just to get out of the rain, and the buses, funnily enough, have stopped to pick me up, and I've refused them. And they don't like it, but I'm sorry, I'm not running away from the bus shelter just to please the bus driver. It was torrential at the time when this happened. Anyway, he got his own back later on, because he saw me again and he splashed some water on me. The things people do. But I'm not that far now from Leigh, which is it's more or less the promenade that joins onto the main promenade in Southend, which you saw me start yesterday at the pier, and I walked sort of northeast up the coast, and I got that finished, and I was quite pleased with myself yesterday. It was a big effort. But today, nothing wrong with me, I feel perfectly fine. I wish I could do a quicker walk than this, but I'm having to be realistic about it. I don't want to get absolutely soaked to the skin, and I've just been patient and optimistic that the sun is going to poke out soon, and if it does or it doesn't, I've still done the walk. It's still going to be recorded as a walk. I've still got little bits of it on film. I'll show you what I had, but in terms of producing a film that's going to last about 30 minutes, no chance. So this will be tucked on tomorrow's walk, which will show me walking from Southend to Chelmsford, and then I can get away from this coast again and start heading more up towards Suffolk and Norfolk, and get out of Essex. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but there's just very little to see here in terms of it being a coastal path. I mean, this immediate area that I'm in now, from Basildon and all these different places, Southend, Leigh, they're all joined together. They're all like one huge housing estate with various little centres. It's only just like a city with separate regions. It's just one big mass, almost like sort of Greater Manchester, and maybe South Essex is what this consists of. But no, I'm doing all right. I'm a bit cold and I'm a bit wet, and when I get back I'll be going straight to bed and having a good sleep and bring myself round. It's not like going home where you can just flick on the central heating. You've got to get yourself warm and comfortable. So, I'm sure if Ralph was with me, he would say, "Here we go." good start of the day. I'm down here on Leigh-on-Sea asking directions mainly for a cup of tea and a sandwich or a cafe. They all seem a little bit upper class further down the street there, like £9 a time. I'm not up for that. But I bumped into this young lady called, Kelly, and she's from Grimsby. So what are you doing down here then, Kelly?
So I moved to London about 10 years ago, and last year my husband and I decided to sell our flat and move to Leigh. So a lot of our friends are from Essex, so we now, well, it's usually a bit quieter, but I'm just on my way to work now into London. But it was nice to meet you.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
And yeah, congratulations on everything you're doing and on your wife's and your father-in-law's recovery.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, I've done 3,000 miles now. I'm finding Essex very frustrating because there's not much of a coastal path anyway.
No, you're in the right place now.
Yes. So I'm going to be heading for Chelmsford perhaps later today.
Nice.
There's an awful lot of noise, Kelly. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, the bin man today.
Yes.
But definitely take yourself down here.
Yes.
It won't be Grimsby prices, but it's definitely not London prices. And then the coastal walk along the sea wall will be lovely.
Yes, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Great.
I did it all the way out to Shoeburyness the other day, and that was nice. You know, it was a lovely night, but it's got to be done. And then I'm heading for Chelmsford.
Good.
Lovely to meet you.
You too. Best of luck.
Thank you very much. Good morning. It's Wednesday the 5th of June, around about 9:30, and here I am at Leigh-on-Sea. Now yesterday I went all the way to Basildon to walk back to Leigh-on-Sea, and as you saw I got so absolutely soaked in the process. The weather forecast got it all wrong. They said it was going to be light rain, where in actual fact it was torrential rain. And I couldn't wait to get back to the van because I was wet. I got straight into my sleeping bag and got 6 hours sleep. That's how fed up I was. And today I'm pleased to see that the sun's out, and it really does make a big difference. I know I've been very lucky over the last 13 months where I've covered 3,000 miles, and the weather's been as kind as it could possibly be if you take into account all of that. And so it comes as a bit of a surprise when you walk in rain. I think I've only actually walked in rain maybe 3 or 4 times in this whole walk. But it was too much yesterday. It was just impossible to get any kind of anything going at all, and there's no point in walking without videoing. But what I will say is I definitely won't be going back to Basildon and walking from there to here again to get any video, because there's absolutely nothing to get. If I'm to be honest, this part of Essex is very much like walking through the streets of London. I could be walking along the Hammersmith Road, or I could be walking Tottenham Court Road, could be walking anywhere in London, which is as far away as a coastal path as you can get, in the same way as this is. There isn't an official coastal path in Essex anyway, and love the people, very friendly, very nice people I've spoken to, but I really can't wait to get out of here. It's a little bit like when I got quite frustrated when I was in Cumbria, having to walk across the Morecambe Bay. It was like up, north, down, south, up, north, down, south, when I wanted to go east-west. Well, this is a similar kind of thing, where I'm going north and south, where I want to be going east and west. And the traffic is driving me mental. You can't have conversations with the people. The film work, everything just gets completely ruined. And so I'm finding it a bit frustrating. So please forgive me having a bit of a chunter this morning. It's not often I'm like this, but I will honestly be glad to get out of Essex and back onto something like a coastal path, or something where you've got not so many water inlets and river inlets. It's doing my head in. So, as my Ralph would say, and if he was here, he would be calming me down. So what Ralph would say is, here we go. It's just after 11:30 and I've finished my walk along from Leigh-on-Sea, and it was 9.95 kilometres, which is as near as damn it 6 miles, which was very nice. Met one or two nice people along the way as well to have a chat with, even though I didn't get them on video. And it's a much nicer day today. Still a little bit of a nip in the air, not cold, but it's, I still like to have my hat on. There's quite a strong headwind, which is quite unusual. So now I'm going to walk back to the camper van, which is about 1.5 miles away at the other side of the north end of the town centre. I'm at immediate Southend now, and so I'm going to show you one or two of the shops and things just to finish off. And then I'm going to going back and doing an edit, because I've got yesterday's to edit and today's edit, I did get a little bit fraught on Tuesday, which was yesterday, because I was tired, because I was, apart from doing all that walking on Monday, which I did, which was walking all the way from Basildon to here, and then I walked right along the east cliff, the east promenade, should I say, to Shoeburyness. Well, today I've done the other end now, so I've done the complete run from one end to the other. So in my guess it's something like about 15-16 miles long in that case, which is a shame that it's about the only piece of coastal path, well, real piece of coastal path that there is actually in Essex. And I've still got Clacton on Sea to go to yet, so I won't prejudge anything. But my intention is tomorrow I'm going to try and make it to Chelmsford. Not quite sure how I'm going to do it, but that's in my mind. Because I've been kind of zigzagging all around this area, one way and another, catching trains and buses. It's been a bit of a nightmare really, but I'll be pleased when I've got to the east side of Chelmsford, heading towards Suffolk. So I'll go and do some editing. So here I am in Southend, and this is Sammy, and this is my friend Steve's daughter, the people who bought our house in Bulgaria. You've been over there already, haven't you, Sammy?
I have.
Do you like it?
I do.
The village and everything else, and the people.
I like the white chocolate.
The white chocolate. Oh yeah, did you get it in the pub when you was in the pub?
No, a little shop there.
Oh right. Oh well, it might have changed since I was there.
Little shop and a big shopping centre in Vidin.
Ah, Vidin. Oh yeah. Well, you get anything you like in Vidin. I mean, that market's amazing, isn't it?
And then Milka.
Yes.
With Oreos.
So when did he go? Last year, was it?
Last September.
Right. Okay.
It was good. It was lovely.
A good time of year to go as well, because it's cooling down.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it can get really hot there. So how long have you had this establishment?
We've been open 5 weeks. It's our 5th week.
Oh really? Oh, as new as that? I didn't realise
Yeah,
that.
as
Oh,
new as that, yeah.
So is it going okay?
It's going really well. Really well.
Excellent. Well, I just wanted to say a really big thank you to you, Sammy. I mean, for me to be able to leave my van there for 3 days and not worry about it has been absolutely fabulous, and it's helped me no end. And the logistics of moving the van around, you know, I've been using the buses and the trains, which is let's say the easiest way, but parking is always a problem. And I think this area, I mean, when you consider the size of if you put Basildon and Southend and all these places together, you're talking about 1 million people, aren't you, really?
Yeah.
You know, it's a big area, and I didn't realise it was as big as that. I mean, it hasn't got much of a coastal path, I've got to say that. I mean, I've more or less walked the entire coastal path now of Essex, even though it's such a big county with the, you know, with big sort of, you know, inlets and all the rest of it. So my next move, tomorrow I'm moving up to Chelmsford, and then I'll be heading out. But it's been wonderful being here. It's been wonderful meeting you. You're a lovely girl, and your dad should be proud of you. I'm sure he is.
Are you proud, Dad?
Give him a wave. Go on. Oh, is that the best you can do? Been lovely being here. Thank you very much, Sam.
No problem.
You're a wonderful girl. Thank you very much indeed.
No problem.
Thank you.